Hi, everybody. I'm Ed.
And I'm Barb. And we're in the ARTyRV live stream room right here in sunny South Carolina.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone.
I guess we beat the nor'easter that was coming to us. We had rain all weekend, but it's out to sea now. This out to sea thing seems to be a great character for this year's hurricane season. Out to sea. Out to
Yes.
sea. That's what we like to hear.
We like that, yes.
Yeah, we like the out to sea. So
Yeah.
welcome, everybody. Got a full house tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yes, we got a full house and everyone's here on time and early.
I know.
And it's good to see everyone. We hope you're having a great week. We hope you're making lots of beautiful glass.
I'm chasing the run tonight, guys. Look out.
Yeah, he's chasing the run. And we hope you brought your questions. Tonight's a special night. We're trying something new out. YouTube has released a new feature for us, and we can go right from this live stream right into a members live stream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
You were saying something about that, but I didn't really, of course, I really don't understand.
so we're
it
going
anyway.
to try it out tonight and see how y'all like it. So any one that's a member and you want to transition over to the live stream, it should just flip over. I might have to go to my other computer
Yeah.
and make sure it's all set up right.
Yeah, so we're gonna
give it a whirl.
ARTyRV fan club members. We're gonna
Yes.
extend our viewing time tonight for you, and take some other questions in case you may have them that
And
you don't
talk
get
about-
us. Talk about things.
Talk about some things, some future projects we're thinking about, and just kind of, answer some of your questions. But
But we got a full show tonight, and we're gonna
maybe you can help us answer our questions.
yeah, right.
That's what we want to do. Okay.
Okay, so we're doing. Oh, Barb, this is such a pretty. There you go. Let's go to a pretty blue. Ooh,
Okay. Oh, look at that purple.
that's a blue. There you go.
Okay.
That's pretty. That's a pretty blue,
Well-
everybody. Yeah, so say hi to everybody. Barb's already said hi to a lot of you, so we want to welcome you guys to the ARTyRV channel tonight at a beautiful 7:02 p.m. on the East Coast. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everyone. We have some questions that have already come in, but we'll wait a few more minutes and give people a chance to get here. If you're doing any shows, and I see that Mary Beth and Frank have already put in here where their show is coming up, I think this weekend.
Weren't they doing 10 weekends in a row?
Yeah,
You guys
they've
are
got
maniacs.
Shows going on. So if anyone has a show coming up, just put it in the chat and share it with our viewers. You never know. They might live right around the corner from you, and they can come and see you and say hello. And tell their friends.
Yeah, and tell your friends. That's right.
Oh, good, Kelly. I'm glad you finally got it. And you can see it much better, can't you? The ARTyRV.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So Kelly got hers in black. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad she got that. That's great. It just took a couple extra days from where we are. So, and I hope you're doing well, everybody.
Yes, Kelly, it's good to hear from you too.
Yeah.
Everyone is good. We had a good class this weekend.
Oh boy,
Of course,
what a
I was
weekend!
home doing paperwork, and I'm almost done, everyone. So I'm almost free.
Yeah, so the classes were a big hit this weekend, and then tomorrow we have pumpkin classes all day where people are coming in making pumpkins starting at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And so we've got a lot going on tomorrow. And then this weekend we have full classes for Christmas ornaments. And,
Okay.
it's really...
Yeah, you've got
great.
pumpkins
And your newsletter
Tuesday.
just went out too.
Yeah, the newsletter just went out. I hope you all had a chance to grab it. It tells all about our classes coming up at Conway Glass for October and November. And it's got some cute
JR's
pictures
in the
it.
house tonight. Hey, JR, glad to see you're back in the country.
Barbara Cadwell will be at the Greenwood Snowflake Festival in Greenwood.
Wisconsin. On Saturday, November the 1st. Awesome.
Yes, nice.
All right. Well, I hope you have a great show, Barb. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Well, let's start at the beginning. For our first question was at 6.
What did you say, 6:57?
6:57, I thought. Okay, Rebecca. How do you add eyes to your cardinal sun catcher?
Rebecca, what I do is I make a solder blob on my paper. I allow it to cool. And then I just take a little bit of E6000, which is a clear, transparent, almost like a silicone type thing. And I take a little bit with a a toothpick, and put it on the back and glue it right to the eye, where the eye belongs on the cardinal. So I hope that helps you, but it's just a little solder blob with a little bit E6000. I mean, you can use clear silicone if you have it. So I mean, you don't have to go out and buy a brand new tube of something. I was just thinking most glass studios have E6000.
Before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Sunshine Glassworks.
That's right, guys, and we want to welcome them back to the studio and to the ARTyRV channel. Thank you, guys, and welcome back. We appreciate it.
Yes, and you got to check out their new
website. Yeah. So if you do order from Sunshine, please put in the comment box when you're checking out that you are an ARTyRV Studio watcher, and that we had recommended Sunshine for you to order your products. So
yeah, we have a lot of people here that order from Sunshine
and
already.
you really got to let them know that these orders are coming from our viewers too. So please do that. It helps us, and when we grow, guys, remember, you grow.
And thank you for shopping at
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Thank you very much.
We've been shopping there for many, many years.
Well, 30 plus years.
And they're very reliable and are always so helpful.
Yeah. Great to work with, and will help you in any way possible that they can. Very knowledgeable group of people that work at Sunshine Glass. So.
Okay, so our next question, Pauline says it's raining in New Jersey. Yeah, you're getting a lot of it right now. We've had it, but the sun came out a little while ago.
Yeah, it came out just right before the sun started setting. The sun came out, so it was really nice. So we got a question from Mary Beth.
Yes.
Mary Beth and Frank.
What would you take if you want to do a copper foil demo for an art class or a craft show? What would you take?
If you were just going to do a copper foil demo, I think I would just take my foil caddy, maybe a FID, and a piece of glass that hasn't been ground yet, because you don't need to take a grinder and all that stuff to do a demonstration. But take a piece of glass that hasn't been ground yet, and then take a piece of glass that's ground and cleaned, and then show the class how the foil process works, or how that all comes together. It's soldering and all. I think if you're just going to do a foil demo, I think I would take a caddy, a couple pieces of glass, some ground, some not, and a FID, and do the explanation that way, Mary Beth. I think that would probably be great.
Yes.
And you'll probably turn some heads and get some people interested in the process. So.
Okay, John has a question.
Hi, John. Good evening.
What does it mean by stretching lead?
Well, the lead cane that we use in the windows is recommended by the manufacturer to be stretched. When you're stretching your lead, you use a lead vise and a lead stretcher, or a pair of grousing pliers, and you're just going to stretch it 2 or 3 inches. And what that does is it activates the molecules in the lead. It stiffens it up a little bit, gives you an extra couple inches to work with. But more than anything, it slows the process of it stretching while it's in the window itself. And because you've already done the stretching, and the lead will stretch over a period of time, will stretch again. But you're doing most of the work yourself right there in your studio. That's the way you should stretch your cane, guys. Even your hobby cane around the outside edge. Just stretch it a couple inches, and then proceed and use it in your normal way.
Okay, thank you, Ed. Renee is here.
Hey, Renee. I'll be giving you a call tomorrow.
Sorry I missed you, Renee, but I'll see you later this week. Okay, let me see. I had a question here, and now I've lost it.
Oh,
Lord.
Larry Mary's in the house. Hey, man. I hope the festival was great. It might still be going on this week. I'm not sure.
Oh,
but
Loca, if you sent it to Viewer Showcase, I haven't checked that email this week. I don't check it every week, so I did not get your email, no. If you can ask your question tonight, go ahead. If not, I'll check it tonight, okay?
yeah, we'll look at it tonight if we.
Thanks for reminding me,
Yeah.
because I don't always, I look at that right before Viewer Showcase, and otherwise, not too much.
Sally, on that glass that you're looking for that project, I hope I can find it tomorrow. I've got one more stack to go through, and I found a piece of clear with that pattern on it. So
Oh, yeah, that's
now I
real
just need to
pretty,
find
too.
the back. Yeah, I mean the black, not the
The
back.
clear might work too, Pauline, because the clear, you could probably put a piece of mirror behind, and it would
It
look
has
just
that pattern.
like
It's
what
really
you want.
pretty.
Same pattern.
But let me see if I can find it. What we're looking for, Pauline, for your project. And I got one more stack of glass to go through, so hopefully it's where it is. So
He's got a lot of stacks.
I got stacks of glass.
He has stacks of glass. Okay. I don't want to miss any questions, but I'm not sure what this is. The edge, did you find? Oh, okay. That's
Sally.
That's
Yeah.
Pauline. Okay.
Yeah.
We're working on that, Pauline. Sorry it's taken so long. Renee said she had so much fun at the ornament class.
I had a good time too, Renee. And you know what? It was fun. I had a good time with Terry too, and I'm looking forward to getting together with you guys later on.
Les has a question.
Hey, Les.
Ed, how do you feel about using hobby cane around copper foil?
I think it's a good idea in some instances. Really small stuff is probably a little bit too much, but Les, yeah, I think it's a great idea. I would, if you have an opportunity to use it, it sure does finish the project really nice. Especially if you use like the 1/8 inch U hobby cane that's rounded, it's really pretty.
JR said yes, Sunshine's website is much improved.
Isn't it? Yeah. So see, you guys that are computer literate that aren't like Ed would understand that Sunshine's website is much better. But even I can tell that it's much nicer. And I tell you, when it got up and running, Scott was kind enough to call me and say, "Hey, let everybody know that the website's in much better shape than it used to be."
Yeah, it was really nice. Mary Beth says their shipping costs are reasonable and things arrive promptly. Yes, you can always count on that.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle has a question.
Hey, Michelle.
Oh, Larry Mary says, I think he's talking to someone else. Okay.
He's probably talking to Kelly, huh?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. They were talking about the Fiesta, and
The
I
Bloom
imagine
Festival.
he says it was,
Incredible, probably.
yeah.
Lots of candied bacon being sold there. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Michelle has a question.
Hey, Michelle.
At what point do they add different color of glass to make a sheet when taking the glass out of the kiln? It gets mixed hot.
Yeah, Michelle. When the manufacturers of the art glass, the sheet glass, the colors are mixed on a flat table, and they're actually ladled into each other, and then they're mixed by what I call the true artist of the glass, and he's the guy that mixes those colors, and he does it with precise, and he does it very meticulous, and can produce cases that look identical at a time, running those glasses. So these guys are really, women and men that mix the glass are really, really talented. And but yeah, those colors, Michelle, they're put in a big pile and mixed, and then put through a roller. And you could probably go to like Kokomo's website or Wismac's website, and they have the manufacturing process on video. And if you've never seen it, Michelle, it is absolutely fascinating to watch. Yeah, it's fascinating. Because it's hard to believe that what it starts out and what it ends up being is really is really nice. So.
Mary Beth said that they're trying to arrange a presentation for an art appreciation class that Carl is taking at the local community college. Nice.
Okay, that's nice, Mary Beth. That's nice.
Great. Teresa said she ordered an ARTyRV baseball cap. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I was just looking at my hair. It's
Yes,
pretty wild
Renee.
tonight.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, mine. Yeah. I'm going to cut.
What in the world's
mine.
going on
I'm gonna
over
cut
here?
mine myself.
You gonna do what?
Cut
You're
my
not gonna do
hair.
that, are you?
Yeah, mine. Okay. What is your Cheryl Robertson has
Hey,
a
Cheryl.
question. What is your opinion about ring saws? Is that cheating? Do you have a recommendation? It's not cheating.
I don't think it's cheating. I think that if your budget allows you to have a ring saw in your studio, you go for it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with, you can buy a used one, but the thing about it is you probably might be buying somebody else's problems. Yeah. So I would, if I don't see anything wrong with it, and my budget allows me to have a ring saw if I choose to have one, but I choose not to. I choose to make myself learn how to cut the glass in very precarious ways and make it work into my windows. But I really, I don't condone or condemn ring saws, because a lot of people have them and they use them in good health. And but it's just the ring saw isn't for Ed, and I may get one day. I may get one for the new studio downstairs, and then we'll have one that we can at least demonstrate for you guys.
You have to figure out what is the use. When are you going to use it? Do you do a lot of things you're going to be using that ring saw all the time? Then
Right.
yeah, I would say buy one. But if you're only going to use it every once in a while when you have a cut that's really hard,
Just
I don't
teach
know if it's
yourself how
going
to
to pay
use-
for
how to get the
itself.
cut,
So
yeah.
just look at it. If you've got extra money, sure, why not?
And again, it's not
Make
that
it
it's not
easier.
it's not that it's because it's $600 or $700. That's not the issue. Isn't the money? The issue is are you going to use it in your studio, and does what you're going to do with it justify the cost? That's all.
Yes. Yeah. And it may be the perfect thing for you,
It might be.
but for
It might be.
Ed,
For me, it's not.
not.
We looked at I had a couple of people in the studio from Colorado this week. Last week, I'm sorry. And we looked all over for a ring saw in my studio, and we couldn't find one.
Okay. Julie Graves wants to know, did you make any glue chip over the summer? I would love to see if I could figure that out.
Julie, we did not make any glue chip. Look at the knucklehead right here. We did not make any glue chip over the summer. We this summer, actually, what we did is we tried to stay healthy. And then, of course, I had my hip surgery in July. That was supposed to be getting in June. And you guys see Miss Mary. She's over being a little bit silly this evening. But she just came back from her walk. And those of you that haven't seen her in a while, she's getting she's a wild thing. She's kind of big, and she's having fun. So we got a question here from Paul. Do you have any recommendations for what flux to use on sheet copper and copper overlay? Paul, the best flux to use on anything copper is going to be your ruby flux. It is that flux. I was turned on to it by a friend of mine that owns a radiator shop, and that's what he uses to flux and solder the radiators, because they're all copper anyway. Plastic and copper is a radiator, and but the old radiators are all copper. So Paul, I would recommend, what you have to do if you're having trouble with too much flux, Paul. Just you don't really, all your brush needs to be is damp. It doesn't need to be wet.
But don't they make ruby flux in paste?
Well, they do. They make ruby flux in a paste, and I don't. I've got some ruby flux in a paste at the shop, and it because it's a paste, it smokes, and the ruby flux liquid does not smoke. But I've got 150 cans of Ruby Flux paste flux,
Okay. Well,
and I tried it, and it just smokes. It smokes to not to my liking. How about that? That's
so less flux,
Paul. Less flux. That's all. Less flux. If that brush is, if you
But what he's trying to do, I think, is work with sheet copper and copper overlay. And I don't know if he's tinning the copper, but still, it would be very little flux, right?
yeah, it's very little flux, Paul. And if you're trying to tin sheet copper, you can't. You really shouldn't try to do it with a soldering iron. You should try and do it with a low torch, and it'll blow it right across the top of it, just like you were sweating in a pipe for doing plumbing work. To tin a sheet of copper with the tip of a soldering iron will take you all day, and it really won't look good because it's going to be all bumpy.
I don't know that that's what.
But I mean, if
doing
that's
with
what you're
some
trying
of
to do, to give yourself a big piece of copper that is tinned, and then you also have to remember sheet copper has an adhesive on the back of it, so that paper needs to be removed, and that sheet copper is designed to be applied to the glass first before you solder it. And so is the copper foil. I mean, those overlays are designed to be put onto your work and then soldered. But you have to turn your iron down way low, and because that
copper
heat,
gets hot.
right? So copper absorbs heat, and you know that, Paul. And so what happens is, if your iron is too hot, then it becomes superheated, and the adhesive will turn loose on your copper foil and the overlay that you're trying to make on your work.
Okay, Christina wants to know, does solder ruin if it's kept outside?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that can happen to it, really. I mean, it might oxidize a little bit and pit, but that's not gonna cause it to react differently as you use it.
Okay, Cindy says that she makes eyes on birds by putting copper foil on the glass, burnishing it, and then a solder dot. And
There you go.
Yeah.
An overlay.
For bigger birds, she attaches a jewel with copper foil and solders it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of ways to put
put eyes on things.
eyes on there. You can do it with a little bead, a little piece of glass.
And you can go and get some of the little Google eyes and then glue them on, and then when you move the bird, they just
yeah, or a little piece of crushed glass.
Oh yeah, a
or-
piece of crushed glass. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or actually, those
or
of
a
you that
pen,
have microwave kilns, you can make eyes in the microwave kiln and glue them,
or paint.
or paint. Yeah.
Yes. Kelly, that was a great question. Yeah. Kelly uses paste flux and she loves it.
Okay.
Vicky wants to know if we have considered doing a Zoom class. Cindy says that's a good idea. Well, we're offering some extra information in our membership with our extended live stream.
Right.
So we're getting there. We may at some
And
point offer an extra class, but it'll probably be part of our membership package.
Yeah, part of the ARTyRV fan club package. So
Yes.
But yeah, so that's a great idea. Once we get moved into the new studio in the garage, we'll be doing a lot of new things for you, our viewers, and hope that they'll increase your knowledge.
Cheryl wants to know, have you ever inserted stained glass triangles into your carved Halloween pumpkins? I want to make a stained glass enhanced pumpkin this year.
No, but I would do it. Go ahead.
Oh, that'd be cute, right?
Do it. Go ahead. Send some pictures. We want to see that.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, do
I like
that.
idea.
That's a great idea.
Okay, Loka. I started working on the piece for your door with a new technique, and out of nowhere, without me working on it, there was a big crack. I was wondering why it happened, and what can I do? I don't know.
I don't know, Loka, if you had started soldering it, maybe it's a heat stress crack maybe, or something, a stress crack from when the glass was cut. It could have had a run in it to begin with and not shown up until later. And that does happen. So,
Okay, Loka, I'm sorry about that. We have plenty of time, though.
yeah, we have time, hon.
We have time.
Matter of fact, we got 2.
2 months, over 2 months.
Yeah, but we have 2 new windows for the door
Yes,
this
we
week.
do. We got 2
That
in.
we'll be
Is
sharing
Karen here
with-
tonight? We got one from Karen, and we got one
Oh,
from
no.
Samurai.
I think Karen and Denver are camping on up in
I
Oak
think I
Island, so
missed
they
that.
might not have the contact to get to us.
Yes, Local, please send a picture. Send it to Viewer Showcase, and I'll look for it next week, and I'll send you what I think. Okay. Kelly, have you done copper overlay, and do you have any videos on the process?
We do, guys, and Ray is out of the house tonight, and we'll get that uploaded. As Ray had some other things to take care of tonight.
Okay.
Him and Susie. And
Ray, if you catch us on the rerun, hi, how you doing? We love you.
Yeah.
Thinking about you.
thinking about you. So give Ray a big thumbs up tonight. He's busy, and he does work really hard for us, and tonight he just needed some time.
Yeah, Loca, I'll get back in touch with you. Copper overlay, we have a video. It would be copper overlay. I don't think we have any videos on copper overlay.
We have one. Yeah, Ray puts it up. We did the overlay right here.
Oh, okay. It's not really a video. It would be a short.
It's a short, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a short.
That.
But guys, that's the whole reason that we are building out the new studio, is so that these things can happen for you either in real time or that we can produce a video for you.
Actually, Kelly, the member live stream tonight, it should just switch right over, and I might have to change screens for a minute because I got to go check over here. For some reason, I don't have my panel down here, and that's what I need. So.
Oh, okay. I
Okay,
don't know.
so, glue on a rhinestone for the eye. That sounds
Oh,
like a
that
good
sounds like a
idea.
good idea.
That's Gail's idea.
I hear you, Gail. That'd be pretty.
Okay, Magali sent you guys a couple pictures of the stained glass I made using the iridescent purple you sent. Thank you.
You're
Okay,
welcome,
great,
Magali.
Magali.
That's
Christine, any recommendations on what to do with the leftover glass pieces, especially the smallest pieces?
You know, you can. A lot of people will use those smaller pieces for mosaics, but it's not. You know, they don't always use them for that. And once they reach a certain size, don't feel bad about getting rid of them. You can't keep everything. If you do, you're going to need to buy another house.
What, leftover glass?
Yeah.
Yeah. What most people do is they just put,
In tubs,
after a
yeah.
while in tubs by size and color. Welcome to the ARTyRV
And then
fan club, Heather.
when you get really tiny pieces, though, it's just time to.
Yeah. But most of the time you'll find somebody that either does mosaics or jewelry, because you can fuse those little pieces, you can fuse separately and make little balls out of them, flat
Right.
earrings. There's all kinds of things you can do.
Yeah, so remember, when a tiny piece of glass, when it gets really hot, it shrinks and turns into a ball. It makes beautiful little earrings.
So, you can only save what you have room for, though, right?
Yeah, right. As
Okay.
a matter of fact, I got so much scrap, I wish somebody would come get it.
So, everybody welcome Heather Champ and Deborah Smith, new members tonight.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to the ARTyRV fan club. That's awesome.
And Ed, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do that.
How do you properly dispose of glass? In a box, taped up box.
Yeah, in a taped up box, and you can. Most places don't take recycled art glass, or don't recycle art glass or window pane glass. They only recycle bottles. So, the best way is to put it in a box so that no one will get hurt and throw it away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do a,
Waving hello from Portland, Oregon. The new member Heather. Hi, Heather. We'll wave back at you.
do you want to do a,
Yeah, let's do that.
let's do that color right. We did this
Well, I
last.
want to show. I got to tell them what part number it is.
Okay.
I didn't have the part number last
great.
week.
You got it?
Yeah,
Oh, great.
I got
That's
it.
good.
I got. You can't have it.
Don't wink at me unless you mean it.
We're gonna have to pause. We're gonna have to pause.
Okay.
So yeah, here we go. You're too cute. So remember, we cut up this really pretty glass last week, and one of our customers told us that it looked like cooked shrimp, and it does actually. But this is a W36D. This is a Wismac 36D. It's orange and white wispy. So there you have it, and it's a really nice glass to work with.
Until I found one.
So I thought I'd share that with you, and let's look at this right here. This is pretty. This is a pretty piece of glass right here, especially with the holidays coming up. This is a Spectrum here, or Oceanside. This is a Spectrum, not an Oceanside. This is a very old Spectrum, and so remember, this is a 326 or a 329 2S. 2S being, hang on, 2S being the density of it, and it's really not that dense. It's actually quite wispy. You can see through it, but it has a lot of character to it. You can see the white that's flowing through this. It has a lot of character to it and makes really pretty Christmas trees and Christmas wreaths. So let's make sure we're on the right side. There we go. So you can see this too. You can see that this is the shiny side of the glass, and you can see the dullness of it. So this is the back side of it. So we always want to make sure that we cut on the smooth side of the glass. And when we're cutting this glass, we're just gonna let's cut some strips here, because some of you have trouble with your square. And what you should do is if you'll put your thumb on the bottom where I have my thumb, one finger on your square, and then your middle finger right here to keep the square from pushing that way, and your cutter can lay right against that right there, directly against the square, and you just push down, and then we'll take that and we can score that. Now it does take a little bit of time. It's a learning curve with your square, and I encourage you to learn how to use it, because it does make your job a lot easier. So remember, push down, depress your head by pushing down, and score. And then we'll pick this straight up. We're going to take these are our Lepinette running pliers, and you can see my hand underneath, and we'll just break that off, just like that. Okay. Really pretty piece of glass to be working with here during the holidays. Look at this, y'all. I found a piece of this at the shop, and I left it there, but the piece that I found at the shop is the sky, and it drops down and drops into the horizon. This right here is a really pretty piece. This is actually a pretty piece of glass for a tail for a hummingbird. It's absolutely gorgeous, this blue-green. Now this is a Ouroboros, okay? And it's a beautiful glass. I don't have a part number on it because I don't have the part number. But this is a Ouroboros, and it cuts really nice. I want you to hear this because I don't want you, I don't want you to be afraid of it, but look at that right there. That just looks like some sort of a southwestern kind of sky going on. You can see so many things. You can see so many things, y'all, when you're looking at a piece of glass. But you heard that. It's soft here, soft, hard, soft. We're going to come down here. We're going to take this. And I think what I want you to see is that all those colors that are stacked up in there. Should make this a difficult glass to cut, but it's not. It makes it, it's a very soft glass, and we can score this. We're probably not going to hear anything. There we go. And when we get down to this end, remember, we're going to turn this around and work on what I call our hot end, which is the end that we just finished on. Take this, and we're going to cut that up. And that's a beautiful piece of glass, y'all. This can be used for many, many different things in any stained glass window that you might have. These colors are extreme in here, and they're absolutely beautiful. So this is a Euroburrows. This is a Euroburrows, guys. Euroburrows. And I'm gonna put this one down here. So for next month's drawing, you'll be getting a piece of that Euroburrows in the box. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. That was nice. I think we had a couple more questions.
Okay.
We're talking about recycling the art glass. I had a couple comments. One, you can put the recycled glass into poured resin. We have a great example of that at our studio. We have a door
That's right,
with
we
the
do.
poured resin.
And those of you that have been in the studio, the door going to the glass blowing studio is made exactly like that. Right? Well, they've seen it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, hopefully they've seen it.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
Or remember
all
it.
right. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's like I was saying, the door going into the studio.
It is pretty.
It is very, very pretty.
Yeah.
Made by a
It's
good
one of a
friend
kind.
of ours, Kim.
It's one of a kind.
It is one of a kind. Okay. Christina said she just organized all of her glass. Elizabeth said she makes mosaics on bricks with small pieces of glass. And I was thinking freeze and fuse too. You can crush it and use it in freeze and fuse.
Yeah, if you can bang it up small enough, that'd be awesome. Mm-hmm. Because they use basically powdered glass for the freeze and fuse, right? Powder?
Yeah, but they have that crusher
Mm-hmm.
you can get.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Donate to a local school.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's a good idea too, guys, is donate it to the local art teachers if you can for the smaller children, because their budgets get taken away promptly. When school budgets get cut down, the art is the first thing to go. So
Yeah.
if you can donate projects to the schools, that would be awesome.
Yes, because they don't have a lot of fun stuff. They can barely afford pencils. Okay, let's see. So thank you,
Excuse me.
everyone, for your ideas. That I think that really helped out Christina.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We all have so much glass that is just, you just can't keep it all.
Okay, let's go ahead and let's show what we got in this week for the Global Glass Project. And I think we're up to 20 or 19. 19 panels. So
19
not
panels.
many more to go. Okay, guys.
There you go. The Global Glass Project.
Yes. And I'm sure everyone knows the size is 10 inches wide by 6.5 inches high. A panel representing your state or your locale or you.
Right.
And this is Karen Mills sent this in, Mills Stained Glass, and the name of it is
Holy Chicken Lips.
I had to laugh when I saw this. I thought it
no.
was adorable, and it is fused.
I turned around in the studio on Sunday, and Karen was standing right there.
Yeah, I'm hoping I get to see her when she comes back through. So, we love it, Karen.
It's beautiful, girl. And you have come a long way.
Okay. And this is by Samara Jarash, and for the city of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia.
Yeah, from Philadelphia. That's really pretty, and the way that you did everything is exceptional. And then I love the way you put the crack in the Liberty Bell.
Yeah, that's great.
How sweet. I love it.
And Rocky.
Yeah, one of our favorite cities in America,
Yes.
right, Barb?
Yes, the city I was born in.
That's right.
That's right. Okay, and if you send in your panel, all the panels are going to be backlit. Of course, these doors have been worked on. They're soon to be finished.
They're stripped.
They're stripped
They're-
fully,
Yeah.
getting ready to be stained, and Ed's cut them down to fit, and they should
So
be
that
up
they're
pretty
both
soon.
identically sized, because they were a pair, and somebody lobbed off the part for a theatrical, so I had to lob off the other door too. But that's all right. It's going to be nice.
Yeah, the deadline is December 31st. Any style is welcome. All panels will be backlit to showcase their colors and textures.
Yeah.
Ship it to Conway Glass, ARTyRV, 708 12th Avenue, Conway, South Kakalaki.
29526, y'all. Y'all.
Y'all. Okay.
We
Thank
got a
you,
full
Ed.
house tonight. You guys
sure
are so great to tune in for us tonight.
Yes. Thank you so much.
That's a good idea, Paul. Paul takes his scrap glass to a shop that teaches mosaics.
Yes, that's a good one. And he says he trades it for glass, so
Well,
good idea.
most brick and mortar shops sell their scrap glass, stained glass shops, for anywhere from $5 to $8 a pound, and so he's got a pretty good deal going. If he'll trade in some glass and get some glass, that's a good deal, Paul. Way to go.
Michelle wants to know the differences in kilns.
Well, the thing about it is that they make glass kiln for glass, and they make kilns for ceramics. Kilns for ceramics are typically side fired, or the heating elements are around the outside edge, but they can also be used for firing glass. There's no reason that if you find an inexpensive kiln that's in good shape that is side fired, you can still use it with glass. You just have to heat it up a lot slower. Heat your glass up a lot slower, because the edges seem to heat up sooner than the middle. So just be careful. When you have a kiln for glass, the heating elements are in the top of the door, or in the top of the oven. And that oven, when it heats up, puts an even heat all over the glass. So your chances of breakage are a lot less. The chances of getting a really good fuse increase. And because that kiln is designed strictly for glass, I feel it's much easier to use. Even heat across the top.
Instead of on the sides where it gets heated up on the side, and then the middle stays cold. You have a tendency to crack.
So if you can get a kiln that is what they call top fired, then that's going to be your best bet for working with glass and being able to keep it heated evenly and having much greater success in your fusing projects, as opposed to using a ceramic kiln. Right?
Thank you, Ed.
You're welcome.
Okay, I did have another question. Barbara Cadwell would like to know, does the iridized layer on glass get burned off in a kiln, or was it just my cheap Hobby Lobby sheet glass?
Well, now sometimes depending on how high you're firing it, Barbara, that because the iridescent on a sheet glass is let me think. Hang on. It's called stannous oxide, so it's a salt base.
So will it burn off?
It will at very high temperatures.
Can you put spray A on it?
I don't know if you can or not, but because I've never taken it up high enough to burn it off. So, but Barbara, you could try, if it's coming off at a high temperature, say above 1375. I would try the spray A, or the anti-devertification spray that they make for the top of glass for firing it.
Yeah, just do a test piece.
Do a test piece. Because if you're taking it up above that, it's very possible that, because glass devertification takes place at about 1375 anyway. So.
Yeah.
But if you'll put
so
this,
your manufacturer should be able to tell you. But you're saying you got it at Hobby Lobby. I'm not familiar with what they sell. Yeah.
You know, the manufacturers that do make iridescent glass put the chemical on while it's really hot, and they may not be doing that. They may just be spraying a coating on the Hobby Lobby glass that gives you that effect.
What is this? Carol wants to know, what is the smallest kiln you would recommend?
What would you say, Bam Bam?
Yeah, I think you can do a lot.
You can do a lot in a. I believe the outside dimensions of the kiln are 14 by 14, and the inside dimensions are 8 by 8 by 5, and that's a small kiln. It's what kind of? I'm trying to think of the manufacturer. Right. Paragon. It's a Paragon kiln, and they're out of Florida, and their customer service is incredible. And this kiln is 34 years old that we have, and I've had to change the element. It's only one element in it, one time in 34 years. So. And I even went as far as leaving it on for a weekend. Messed it up really bad.
And now you can't change the element.
You can. Well, yeah, you can.
You can?
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
I
you say
changed
so.
it. It still works.
It still works great. The
But we
bottom
love
shelf is permanently attached to the kiln, though. Right?
Yeah, it is.
But anyway, we made.
But we make jewelry
burn
with
the
it.
house
We
down.
we heat up our bar for the glass blowing studio in it, and it works great. So I would say the small kiln would be a Paragon, 14-inch square or octagon with a chamber that's 8 by 8 by 6. Loka, thank you so much.
Loka, thank you.
There
We
you go.
appreciate you.
Got the light going for you behind Barb's head there. Thank you.
Loka.
We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Beth says Hobby Lobby is variable and unpredictable. Some great stuff, some breaks every which way. Some crumbles. It's a gamble.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Give Sunshine a try.
yeah, give Sunshine a try. Their glass is
If you give
good.
Sunshine
Their glass is good.
try, you won't be crying.
That's right. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ed.
Guys, we really, really do appreciate Sunshine coming back and getting back on board with the ARTyRV channel. We appreciate it very much.
Okay. Any more questions?
No,
I
but,
don't see any, but we got something else. What
I
else?
got a really pretty piece of. I got a dog beside me. There she is.
I see her. I see that dog.
It's my baby.
She's as sweet as she can be.
She is. Why don't you go lay down on your couch, sweetheart? Daddy's gonna cut some glass for all his friends. Let's see what we got here.
A Gen Ken kiln? Is that what you were
Gen
talking?
Ken. Mhm.
What did you say?
We said a Paragon, but we have a Paragon too. So,
Yeah, we have.
but the Gen Can, excuse me, the Gen Can comes out. I believe it comes out of Lakeland, Florida, and that's the kiln that we have is the Gen Can kiln, and
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And that kiln right now is I don't know about $600 or $800. But I promise you, like Barbara and I have had this same kiln for 34 years, and so it's really it's a good buy.
Okay, Pauline wants to know, can I use mirror on the sword, and how can I use reflecting glass, and which one should she use? Mirror would be the best for the sword.
For the sword, because normally swords are very high polished chrome. So yeah, mirror would probably work really well for the sword, Pauline.
Yeah, that will work, Pauline. I think that's your best bet for that.
I think I would give that a shot, yeah.
Carol wants to know, can you have a kiln set up outside under a patio cover?
Sure you can.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, so because Carol, as you start to learn how to use your kiln, when you're not using it, you'll keep it covered up and try and keep the moisture off of it. When you are using it, when you first turn it on, you're just gonna, because it is outside, and I do this when my kilns are inside because I have a lot of humidity as well, is I'll vent the kiln or prop the door open until the internal temperature reaches 500. At the end of 500 degrees, the moisture has burned out of the kiln and there's no danger of it forming steam, and then I let the lid down and then go on with my program. So. But yeah, keep it outside, and you're going to find that most Gen Ken kilns, the smaller ones, are 110, Carol.
Pauline wants to know the number of the glass that I want you to look for.
I have to find it, Pauline.
He doesn't know it.
I don't even know what it's
Pauline.
called.
I wish I knew it. Is it a
Yeah,
bullseye?
it's a bullseye.
It's a bullseye.
Yeah. Pauline, go to Bullseye's website and they'll show you the textures and of their iridescent glass, and it's right there. I just don't know the part number of it.
Robin, hey Robin, what kind of brand saw would you recommend? What brands of saw would you recommend?
Well, if you're gonna, I mean, like I said, I don't own a saw, so I really can't recommend one because I haven't used one. But everybody, I say everybody, the majority, I would say 9 out of 10 saw users use the ring saw. I want y'all to see my baby girl.
I see
This is
you.
my baby.
I see you.
Are you with your dad? I love you too.
I see you.
Look how white she is. Isn't she
I see
pretty?
how pretty
She's been
she
running
is.
around the rain for 2 days, and she's just as clean. She lays on the concrete, y'all, in the driveway, and we can't even see her. She's camouflaged.
I lost her on the couch the other day. She had buried herself under the pillows, and our couch is white and she's white, and I couldn't find her.
You're so pretty.
And I looked over there, and just one little eye was sticking out from under the pillows.
She wants to
was
say hi to
laughing.
everybody because she doesn't get to go to work too much anymore because she's been so big. She has to stay home with her mom.
Okay. Does the outside of a kiln get hot? Would it be safe to use around Molly?
Typically, yeah, it
up
does get
high.
hot, but it comes with a. Carol, I'll tell you what we have our little one on. We have it on a wire rack on wheels that's about waist high, and that way the dog can't get to it, and it's easy access. You don't have to bend over to use it too. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it on the floor where the dog could.
No, and it does come with a stand, but you don't. If you put it on that cart, you won't need to put it on a stand.
If you're getting a small hex.
The small hexagon, yeah.
Yeah. Find that number, that glass, as Pauline said.
Okay. Mary.
Magali says Gemini Taurus 3 ring saw.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I've
that's
heard
like the
that
top
a
of the
lot.
line. Yeah,
I've
that's the
heard
top
that
of the
a lot.
line. If you can go to the top of the line in your studio,
Do it.
do it. You know, there's nothing wrong. Nobody's gonna condemn you about it. I promise you.
Do you have something else you want to cut
I wanted to
tonight,
just
my
show them
dear?
this pretty piece of. This is a pretty piece of. Mary, come on now. This is just a pretty piece of glass
Okay.
that I wanted to share with them. They can use it for many different things.
Are you going to cut that for us?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
cut it. I'm
I'm
gonna
going to
cut
go
it.
get her something.
Okay.
So she'll come down.
Okay, you hear that? You're so big, and I love you. Mommy's gonna have to leave us,
Mommy's
so we're gonna
get you something 'cause
we're
you're
gonna
a good
cut
girl.
some glass.
'Cause you're a good girl. Don't jump on me now.
And now, what have I done? Let's see if we can start a run. Okay, so we started it, and now our run is right here, and I'm gonna get in line. There it is, right there. Right there. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull down, and that run ran all the way to right there. See the glare right there? That run ran from here to here. And now I am trying to chase this, but I'm afraid that when I get down here, it's probably not going to work if I use my pliers. So I'm going to put my 2 index fingers, you can see them underneath it here, and I'm going to pull down very slightly. I'd like to try and keep this point. I don't know that I can because it's a factory edge right here. But let's try it. I'm going to put my 2 index fingers here. I'm going to pull down. Here we go. We're chasing it. It's already started. There it goes. Now, I chased it down to right here and I didn't pull down on it and go crazy. Let's do this. Now I can get right here and we'll pull down and I was able to keep that point on both pieces, just like that. Look at that. So by chasing the run from down here with your running pliers, starting, pull down, And then when I got to where I could finally use my pliers again over here and just pull down slightly and away, all of that came right out. And it really, so that is a great example of how to chase the run around a piece of glass, y'all. And guess who's back?
Who?
You.
Oh, me. Okay. Oh, okay. Here I am. Okay. On the website, it shows, on the Taurus 3 website, it shows how to cut and how to repair. That's a good idea. Thanks, Robin.
Yeah, the saw, y'all, and like I said, it's not that I just right now I think we're gonna put one in the garage and show everybody how to use one, but it's not coming real quickly because we've still got like 8 or 9 more projects to complete in the garage before we open the new studio. So
Yeah, we're working on. We're filming every bit of it, y'all, but nothing's complete.
that's okay.
I think. Okay. Anyway, let's see. There was a question. I saw one. Magali, is that bullseye? Is that bullseye glass you just cut?
It is. That's bullseye. And Carol, honey, you're too kind, dear.
What's that? Oh, Carol. Yeah.
Yeah, she
I
says,
know.
geez, Louise. And I even got by the factory edge. I don't know how I did that because
Yeah, it was
that
a
never
miracle.
happened.
It's a
You
miracle.
guys bring me such good luck.
That's what it
I
is.
should put y'all on in my studio while I'm cutting glass and everything will come out.
Yeah. Just run it. Okay, I think we got all the questions answered.
Carol,
now.
thank you, hon. I
We should be
appreciate
able to
that.
go over to the.
In about 4 minutes.
In about 4 minutes, we'll switch over. It'll be a members only chat, and we'll see how
It's gonna be
We love everyone else, but if you'd like to be included,
yeah, it's
just
a
join the
ARTyRV fan club chat.
Yes, it is,
Yeah.
and it's just one of the perks for our
Yeah.
lovely members.
So
that we love
everybody,
so much.
those of you that are not a member of the ARTyRV fan club, our ARTyRV fan club are the viewers that you see that come in green. Ray is our blue, and our fan club. Of course, I think all of y'all are fans, and we want to thank you for that too. And we don't want to single anybody out, but we want to thank those of you that have joined the ARTyRV fan club, because that, along with your donations, are what helps support the ARTyRV channel and the growth of the ARTyRV channel as things are growing right now. So
Carol wants to know, when blowing off the moisture at 500 degrees, do you have your glass in place first?
yes, everything is done, and what we're doing is we're just venting the kiln to 500, and at 500 degrees, all the moisture will disappear out of the chamber and everything, and then you can close the door and go on about your program, Carol. Mm-hmm. And we'll be happy to. You are so close to bullseye, and those guys are. Well, of course, you have access to all of their firing schedules and everything too. So, and those guys they've worked all the bugs out of everything. So.
What was the number on the green glass that you cut?
326.2 or 329.2.
Okay.
And that number is probably still going to be the same, even with Oceanside, because that is a spectrum. And the difference between Spectrum and Oceanside is they made everything System 96. That's all.
Okay.
So that's really cool, right?
Yes, it is. So if you're watching this on the rerun, thank you for watching.
And we
we're
appreciate
here every Monday night at 7 o'clock answering your questions about stained glass.
Trying to, anyway.
Trying to answer them. We have a large community of viewers and students and experienced and new beginning.
And yeah, we have
people.
newbies and experienced people that
From all across
all
the
over
country and around the world. That come out and say hello.
Yeah. Because we just got a what kind of bird was that we just got from New Zealand? The fused piece of glass.
Oh, if you hadn't have
You would have
said
known it
anything.
had I not said anything.
Why did you even say anything?
Because I was just
Now
thinking
it's-
about it.
I gotta go look at it.
Yeah,
Anyway, what
yeah.
was it about?
The fused piece of glass that we got for the door project from New Zealand.
Yeah.
That's
What
all.
about it?
I was trying to think of what kind of bird it was.
What kind of bird is it?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Why did you
I'll have to figure it out because I can't.
know it?
Oh, what they? Oh, I don't know.
Okay. I was just down in California. Blah. Okay. Okay, Carol. Oceanside, modeled red and green. Oh my gosh, I bet you it's gorgeous.
Oh man, I bet that is gorgeous.
Okay, guys, we're going to go over to the members only live chat.
Okay, guys, thank you all, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We appreciate everything, and we're going to switch over now to the ARTyRV fan club live stream tonight. Just a little. So if you have any questions and you bring them to the fan club.
Okay, it was supposed to go over.
We'll see. We're trying.
We're trying.
We're trying.
See if we can do this. I don't know. I don't think it's going to work yet.
Vicki, thank you for joining us tonight. And that is a gorgeous piece of glass, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous.
Okay. I don't think it did it.
Okay, I don't think it did it. We're
I
still
don't
here.
think it did it, guys.
We're still here.
Okay. I don't understand. I was supposed to be able to hit the plus button. But anyway, I'll get it figured out next time, y'all. I'm trying to work on some new.
We're trying to grow for y'all.
Yes.
So, JR, good night, my friend. Vicki, thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you for everything. Guys, thank you all for all your questions. And I hope that we have answered your questions correctly and lots of good answers, I hope. Julie, your package will be coming out to you tomorrow, and thank you for that donation. We appreciate it. And
It might be working. We'll wait a minute and see if it came up. Something new. I don't know if it's up. Let me go get my phone and see if it's changed.
hang on, Barb's going to go get her phone. Stick with us, guys. We're hanging out here. If you guys are here, I'm here.
Any questions?
If you have any questions, just put them in the chat, and I'll slide over here, and we'll see what happens. There we go. That's right, Cheryl. It's a kiwi. It's a kiwi bird. So yeah, we have a fused kiwi bird that came from New Zealand from one of our viewers, and that is awesome. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, there, Julie, you can look forward to your jewels. I put a lot of them in there, so you'll be having lots of fun making holly leaves. So that'll be good. That will be good. Robin, thank you for everything. Thank you for tuning in tonight, and we appreciate everything. Thank you. Hey, Tim, thank you for becoming an ARTyRV fan, and we appreciate that, and we're happy that you love to watch us. Share it with your friends, and we really appreciate that. And guess what? Hold on, I got to get out of here. The boss is back.
I can't find my phone, so I can't really
Anyway, so
tell.
we're going to...
Members only? Are we in a members only?
No, I don't know that we are.
Do you do your glass design in sweatshirts? No, we don't, Mary Beth. But I was going to call and find out if we do. Can we get those?
The got glass and sweatshirts? We might be able to.
We might be able to get them.
For a couple more
months. The
months.
fellow that makes them is closing shop, so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he can still get them. Thank you, Tim.
Kelly, thank you for your wonderful comment.
So I'm not sure if we're in a members only chat right now. It looks like maybe we are. I'm still figuring this out. But the reason I wanted to have a members only chat was to find out from you guys, what is it? What videos would you like to see? And that's why I wanted a members only chat.
Oh, okay. Well, I got
But,
you. Let me get something to write
I
with
think
here.
we need to, if we don't know that we're in a members only chat, then we probably need to talk about that some other time.
Yeah, we probably do. But you guys do remember or have in mind that the new studio and the garage project is so that we can supply our viewers with more involved videos.
Yes. And Kelly wants a Got Glass t-shirt. Okay, Kelly. So we're not in a members only.
Okay.
But that's okay.
I have Got Glass t-shirts at the shop, so I don't know
Yes.
what size I have.
You have one for Kelly, though.
Yeah, I should.
think
A
so.
large, I believe, right, Kelly?
Okay. Got Glass. All right. And put numbers on my buttons. Yeah, this is just a new program. I know I do need numbers on my buttons.
Oh, that's
Pauline,
funny.
thank you. Yeah, you can still see us. That's okay. We're okay. We just wanted to try out this new feature that they
So-
said we had.
Yeah, and then Elizabeth had a good idea for someday. She hopes that we could run down the different names of the different glasses. The wispy becomes a streaky in it, and then it becomes an opal.
Yeah. It's fun to think about what you could do in your own mind. It'll put you to sleep at night, though, thinking of colors, how you can mix those colors.
Robin Brodeur wants to know if there's any new pics that we can share of the studio. So when
Yes.
Barbara, yes, so we'll be sharing those.
Lots of them.
She's even got me working,
Yeah,
sweating.
I got him working. There's a lot that we could do quicker if we weren't so busy. It's always when we get into these projects, we think they're going to take a month, and then we get busy. And work is so busy right now that he hasn't had a day off. Today he kind of had a day off, but he had to kind of work.
I got to go get a latte with Barbara today.
Yeah,
that
we
was a
went
good
to get
day off.
coffee today, so that
we
was
got to
nice.
we got to have a coffee together today. It was
We
awesome.
did, but we went to the gym, so we had to find time for that. And
Yeah, so a video on copper foil overlay work. Here we go.
copper foil overlay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Terry would like to see some video on the lead cane process, the leading process.
Yeah, we have one on that too.
Yeah.
But every video you learn something new.
It does. And every time you
can't
watch
say
a video,
everything. Yeah.
you see something else.
Yeah. I think you're going to have to end the stream and start a new one. That's the way you're supposed to do it, but this one was supposed to flip right over, is what they told me. A new feature, but I will check that out if I.
So
need
you know
to.
what? If all of y'all want to hang out till 8:30, you go ahead and do that. And we'll talk and get some questions up. And
Are there any videos on decorative edges for sun catchers? That's what Carol wants to do.
well, Carol Barbara did that video on decorative soldering, and so those are techniques that can be applied to the edges as well of soldering. Let's see, the new tools that we got. We did get
Starts in 5 minutes, y'all.
Okay, so we got the new hand foiler in that Sunshine now has in inventory, and we're working on learning how to use that so that we can bring you a video on that. But Technoglass has a good video on this hand foiler that we have now, so you might want to check that out.
I don't know what that message means, but we'll kind of meet. Let's see.
Barb's working both screens tonight. She's got it going on.
Members only, you'll be redirected automatically.
Okay, so you'll be redirected automatically, all you greenies. So Samara, when we opened up your little stained glass window for the door project, it just made lots of memories for Barbara and I, because I've climbed to the top of those steps even with a bad hip.
Samara wants to know why we don't film at the store. We do sometimes film at the store, but we get interrupted so much that it just is not worth it.
Well, it's
And
not
we do.
conducive,
And
really.
we do film at the store some.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we do.
that's
Well,
our
a lot of
main
the things
problem.
that I do at the store, I can't bring home to film. So Barbara does come to the store to film that stuff.
Yeah.
And then she also goes out on the job and films as we're installing
And
stuff.
the glass blowing studio, I film there as well. So we do film there. It's just when it's when he's busy, it's just the phone rings, when you're trying to film, and interruptions and things like that. So, and I do a lot of other things besides filming videos.
Julie, that's a good idea. Yeah, Barbara does, y'all. Oh, Lord. Let me tell you something about Barbara's hats that she wears.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
Yeah.
And that's a good idea. A glue chip video. That's a long
Yes.
video, and again, that takes a little bit of time.
And we've made some changes in our process too, so it would
Right,
be
we
good
have.
for
We've
us
made
to
a
do
lot of
another.
changes, actually. Quite a few
Yeah.
changes
And
in the
it's
process.
fun. It is really fun, but you got to do it right, and it's got to be set up just perfect. So
Some good ideas
do it
for
here.
a studio design as far as, Cheryl, a studio design for you to work out of, you mean? And how the tables should be lined up and set up and everything for your workstations? Yeah. Yeah, I think
that'll
probably
be part of this.
it
Right
is.
now.
It is.
I've written the video, and
And
I've started
then,
taking
Frank and
pictures.
Mary Beth have designed their studio so that they just walk right around. They do everything in order as they move.
And that's
So-
how you should do it.
And that's how your
by
studio
the
should be set up.
process of what you're doing.
So cutting, grinding.
Mary Beth
foiling.
learned that from sewing.
Yeah, oh yeah, Mary Beth is very organized now. Yep, she's a very organized young
Cindy
lady.
says a video on repairing a copper foil piece without ruining the whole project.
Great. And what happens when you do repair a copper foil piece is that you have to erase the solder that's around the broken piece without disrupting the rest of the window. And you're right. Everybody needs a video on how to replace a piece of broken glass in a copper foil window.
Okay, there's a countdown on his screen, so I think it's going to start in about 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, excuse me, y'all.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm getting
All right.
thirsty.
I'll go get you something to drink in just a minute.
Okay, so we got guys.
Magali said, why don't you give all your iridized glass to Magali, everyone? Magali? Iridized glass? Anyone?
Oh,
Love
well,
it, Magali.
just pick it
At
up
least a
on your
good
way
try.
back from Canada. That way
Yeah.
they don't charge you for it when you get there.
That's right.
Oh, Magali. Hopefully we'll see you guys this winter.
Mary Beth said that's their future studio in progress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pauline said, why don't you think about making your show a little longer, then you won't have to worry about anything. This is true.
Well, you know what? If everybody feels that way, we can make it longer. But we have to, we would have to have the support in our viewership to stay here. So if you guys would like us to stay here longer, we
can.
would be happy to. And we'll be happy to continue to answer your questions and cut glass. And
Kathleen said that she's got to share the iridized because
Okay.
she likes it too.
everybody likes it. Well,
Good night, Pauline.
Good night, Pauline.
We
I
love
hope you
you.
feel better, hon. Yeah, so thank you all for tuning in tonight.
Yeah. So we should be switching over to the